following God? Or are you reaching out like the lady that had the issue of blood for 38 years, and you just know if I can just touch him, I'll be made whole. See, he's touching you, and you can touch him. But ask him to touch you. And then follow me. That's what Peter said. That's what Jesus told Peter. He called each one of the disciples, the first four. Andrew. He called Andrew, Peter, James, and John. He said, follow me. Then he went on down the road a little bit farther, and he called Levi, Matthew, follow me. And they all forsook all and followed him. But are you following Jesus? Were you trying to follow Jesus? But follow Jesus. See, I'm trying to follow Jesus on my job because my job right now is like a mission field to me. God has blessed me on my job. He put me there. He gave me that job. And see, just recently, I've got up to 23 people working for me, and God's gave me every one of them. One of them called me yesterday and left me a text message. I had my baby girl. They're like family to me. You know, we're real close at work, all of us. And see, I went to work ever since December. It's like I've been going up and down, mountain and valley, mountain and valley, mountain and valley. My God. I know he's trying to do a character, but it hurts. When you go up and then you go down. Just like in December, we were supposed to get awarded a contract. They were supposed to award the contract that I work on. And it's for 5 years. They were supposed to award it December 15th. They got tied up in Washington, so we had a Christmas party, like December 17th or 19th. But we didn't know whether we'd have that contract for the new year. And it would have been so nice to know, to go to a Christmas party and know we got the contract for 5 more years. But I had to wait to find out. So we went to the Christmas party. It snowed. A lot of people didn't even come. I said, well, maybe we didn't win the contract, and we didn't want to go there knowing that we didn't have the contract during the Christmas party. So then, right before Christmas, when we went back to work, we won a $35 million contract for 5 years. And man, the company I work for, they're all excited. All the guys I work with, they're all excited. And it's like I went from here to there in a few days. So I was thanking God and praising God. So then my company says, I work for a real good company. The best company I ever worked for. And God has shown me favor there ever since I've been there. But I've been praying for everybody I work around every day. And so then my regional manager come tell me, well, we're going to have a party and celebrate winning the contract. We're going to take everybody out to eat. So everybody's like all happy. Everybody's up here. And then the day after we have the party, Obama says, we're canceling the whole project. The whole project. It went from here to there in one day. And then I went to a morning meeting and everybody's getting stressed out. Everybody don't know what they're going to do. We just won a $35 million contract. And now you're going to take our work and have nothing to work on? I mean, we still have the money to work. They didn't cut our budget. They just took the work. We don't want to go here. We want to go somewhere else. I was like, Lord, you know? So I went from here to there. So during that time, everybody's running around saying, it's a good time to preach Jesus. Because people are uncertain of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? It's a good time now to go out there and plant seed when everybody don't know. Everybody sees the condition of the world, what's happening in the world, where we're headed, where we're going. And everybody's willing to listen now. Because they don't even know if they're going to have a job. I came to church, I prayed about it that Wednesday morning. I came to church and the word of prophecy came forth and said, I have put you there and you'll be there until I move you. I've given you an open door and you'll be there. God can open it, no man can shut it. And I took that word from me. See, God gave me that job. He put me there. And I found favor there. So one day last week, or a couple weeks ago, I've been having a lot of manager meetings because there's a lot of change going on. And this change is for 2011. It's not for 2010, but some they don't want to start things in 2010 and carry on past 2011. So certain jobs are stopping. But I got work. Last week I had 13 people on overhead. Only 23. Like, that's not good. But I'm getting work. God has given us work. He's opening doors for us that no man can close. So I went to a manager meeting, and he's like the top person for NASA and FAB. I meet with him every morning at 7:30. I meet with like 10 people around the table. And I could tell he was under a lot of pressure. See, I only have 23 people. He has everybody in FAB. And so, we went around the table and talked, and he knows I'm honest, I'm up front, I don't lie to him. He knows if he tells me something, he can trust me. You know what I'm saying? I try to be a good steward of everything he gives me. And so I had another meeting at 1:30. We had the meeting and everybody started leaving. I said, "Steward, are you all right?" He said, "Sit down. I want to talk to you." He said, "I heard you preach before." I said, "Yeah, I love God, Steward." And he told me, he opened up to me. And see, I got up that morning, like at 1 o'clock, God got me up to pray for the people I work with. I prayed from like 1 to 3 o'clock that day in the morning. And then today, when I went to work, he just opened the door for me to walk right in with my deputy director. And he sat down there with me. And I got to share my testimony with him. I got to share about God speaking to me, about God talking to me, about praying. And he said, "Let me share a testimony with you." He said, "There's a man at my church. He's a praying man like you." And he said, he got up one morning, he prayed all night. And he said, God told him to go to the Gloucester courthouse. And so he got his clothes on. It was still dark out. He got his clothes on. His wife said, "Where are you going?" "I'm going to Gloucester courthouse." "What are you going there?" "God told me to go to Gloucester courthouse." So he went to the Gloucester courthouse. He shared this testimony at his church. He went to the Gloucester courthouse and it was dark. Nobody around. He was just standing out there for about an hour and a half, pacing back and forth, praying. And then here come this man. And he come up to him and said, "What are you doing out here?" He said, "God told me to come here." He said, "Really?" He said, "Yeah, I've been praying all night." He said, "What you been praying about?" He said, "I've been praying about a piece of land over there." See, there's a casino trying to buy that land. It's on the hill. They want it on the hill because they can see all the police coming. You know what I'm saying? And he said, "It's right across from the church and we don't want them to have it." And that man said, "God told me to buy that land for you and I'm donating it to your church." And that was a praying man that heard from God. And it happened. It happened. And it influenced my life and influenced Stuart's life that I was talking to. Because he knows it's real. And he told me, he said, "Look, Leon," he said, "what I'm doing, my pastor has asked me to help teach a book on experiencing God." And he said, "I know you'll know a little bit about it, so now I got favor with him, on the job." And so when I left work that day, I went to the bookstore and I bought that book, Experiencing God, so I would know what was in that book.
Who wrote it?
I don't know who wrote it. But I went home and I read the first chapter, and guess what? God spoke to me through that book. He used me to speak to Stuart, and then he used the book that he got to speak to me. See, that's God, how God is. And see, I've been going through a lot of things at work, and even though the work went away, my regional manager called me, said, "I need to see you." I was like, "Oh, Lord. I got 13 people on overhead, But he came over and he gave me a nice letter. He said, "I want to thank you for helping us win this contract. Y'all helped us win this contract. When I open it up, there's a $3,000 bonus in there."
Whoa.
See, God can feed you during famine. He blessed me exceedingly abundantly above all that I can imagine or think of.